Hello. Who is on the line? Are you writing? Okay. Go ahead and write. What are you writing? Hey. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? Diamond, you have to stay calm, please. I'm on live video right now. Don't distract me. Funny baby. Eh? Hello, guys. Who is on the line? Who is on the line? Yesterday, our live video yesterday, we couldn't even complete it. We didn't complete it because of the disturbance. It was really much. What's up, guys? Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? You're welcome on board. Yeah. Okay, let me, officially introduce myself. Okay. For our newcomers and of course my old subscribers, thank you. I am Oma. This is Oma's vlog. All right. You're welcome to my live session. Right. I'm happy to have everyone on board. If you're just stopping by today, you are welcome. If you've been an old subscriber, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I do not take this for granted as usual. All right. Yeah. Okay. Today, yesterday I talked about the what was that topic I talked about yesterday? The unconscious witches and the conscious witches. All right. And I said that you guys have to be sure that you are not, one of those that are acting unconsciously, maybe because of what someone has done to you, or maybe it's as a result of your destiny. It is attached to your destiny. Okay? Yes. Well, that being said, today I want to teach you something totally different from yesterday's topic. Okay? Yes. You see this spiritual spouse that we talk about. Many people ask me if, well, what's up? Okay, what if I decide that I don't want to have anything to do with a spiritual spouse and all that? How do I do separation? You can actually do separation, but it's not as advisable, as this is going to cause troubles in your life, as this is going to cause problems in your life, as it is going to increase your pain in life. Okay, because this is just like you saying, I do not want my shadow anymore. I want to be walking alone. I just want to be all by myself, which is not ideal. All right. If you go and meet a spiritualist, or you go and meet a pastor or anybody, and the person tells you, come, I'm going to do what? Separate you from your spiritual spouse. Please run away from such person. Okay, great. However, there are some things you can do, okay, on your own that will make the spiritual spouse not to be coming to you. But I tell you, it is best to make peace with your spiritual spouse than scaring your spiritual spouse away. Of course, the spiritual spouse is a spirit, all right? And need I remind you that this is an agreement you had in a spiritual world. This is an agreement of where you, between you and your spiritual spouse, where you came from. This is a spiritual agreement. You understand? I told you guys about seed of oath. All right, seed of oath. I don't know if you've not watched the live video, go and refer to it. These things happen. It's not fallacy. This is not a story. All right, it happens. Okay, great. Now, if you have a spiritual spouse, be very careful how you go about it. The way you go about it will determine if you are going to move forward or if you are going to move backward after they walk. All right, let me tell you what people that come around to destroy these things for you and to cause trouble for you, when they come, okay, let me take for instance people that go to your places to destroy the deities, the some deities in your family, you know, the family deities and all that, okay, that was left there by the ancestors, all right, by the first people in your place. Do you know why you go a lot of, you go through, Kelvin, how are you? Yeah, hi. You know, do you know why you are still passing through what you are passing through, even though they have gone to destroy those things? I will tell you, many of you have invited some people, maybe it could be from church, it could be spiritualists and all that, to come and destroy these stuffs that your forefathers has left. Let me tell you something. I am not talking about the evil ones. I am talking about the good ones. Let's take for instance, there is never a time that I have seen my father, my late father, pray that he becomes greater than his children. His prayer has always been that his children will be better and greater than him. This is exactly the same prayer that I pray for my children, the same prayer that my mother pray every day for each and every one of us, that we should be bigger and greater than them, okay, that we should grow and make it in life more than them. Because I keep telling you that if there is anybody that wishes you well in life, it is your parents. At some point, it is only your parents that will never get jealous of your success. At some point, even your siblings will get jealous of your success. What if you are the only one that is that what if you are the only one that is, you know, making it in your family? Other members of your family, your siblings, can at one point develop, you know, jealousy, and they can even try to hurt you because you are making it more than them. I'm not saying every family can do this, but there are some people that can go ahead and do this. All right, great. Now, what do you do when you notice that these things are happening? You ask questions. Go to your roots and ask questions. Travel to your village and find out what happened before your birth. Find out from the elders in your village what has transpired even before your existence. Find out what happened. Find out who reincarnated you. Find out who, you know, came to this world. When I talk about reincarnation, find out the kind of life that your reincarnate lived before he or she died. Okay, someone called me the other day and was telling me that a child of 7 years, yeah, that the child is 7 years and this child is no longer, has not even started working, and this child from one sickness to the other and all that. And they have visited many places and they told them that it is the reincarnate that did some things, some bad things, and then it's affecting the kid right now. But I tell you categorically that this is not true. There is no reincarnate that will reincarnate again, that will say in his previous or her previous life that on coming again, he doesn't want to walk. No. It's possible that a reincarnate, it's possible that they can decide that when coming again, he doesn't want to be poor anymore, because his previous life he lived as a poor person, and he lived for years without achieving anything. All right, but this time around he will say that he wants to come. As he is coming as a very rich man, or he is coming as a very rich woman. The only people that can tie up a child not to walk are the Indiotu. They are the realms of origin. Those are the group of people that you have connection with before your existence as a human on earth. Because even before you start existing as a human, you have been existing in the spiritual realm as a spirit. All right. So this time, sometimes people get these things all wrong. It is when this child, maybe this child is Dada. I talked about Dada. The people, the children that, naturally they have, dreadlocks. And some people will just go around. They say that there is nothing in many people's children given up because of this. They have died because of this particular problem. When they see that you keep combing a child's hair and the child keeps crying after combing it, when you look at the hair, it looks like nobody has combed it. On the tip of the hair, you see something like a white wool all over. You don't know that this child has a special hair. The child is an Ogbanje. I'm not saying that there are big good Ogbanje and there are wicked ones. All right, yes, it's natural, but I'm not saying yet that this one is a bad Ogbanje. But at least know the thing you have to do before you cut this child's hair. Find out what you have to do before you cut the child's hair. Don't just look at these things as if they are not existing. I have seen a woman, she has given birth to 3 kids, and all the 3 kids, when she gives birth to them, from one problem to another, they will die. She doesn't know that something is wrong somewhere. She has never found out, has gone to look for solution. She just prays and fasts and all that. Some prayers is very good. It's good to pray, it's good to fast, but sometimes there are some things you also need to do to help yourself, to help your family. All right. Okay, I think I'm even diverting from the topic of today. I want to talk about something very important. Urine. I want to talk about urine. If you want your spiritual spouse to stay away from you, you have to form the habit of using your urine every day, every morning, between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Use your early morning urine. This thing I'm telling you now, only few people are aware of it. But so far, so good. All the people that have done this, I've recommended it for, they are very happy and it is working for them. I have not said it is not going to separate you from your spiritual spouse, but it is going to make him or her to stay away from you. But I have to tell you the implication of staying away from you. If there are certain things, certain blessings you are meant to receive from your spiritual spouse, it's not going to happen again. And your spiritual spouse could get angry at any point in time. I prefer you doing what you have to do, all right? Just telling the spiritual spouse that, allow me to come and enjoy my earthly mission. Allow me to enjoy my earthly mission. All right? When I'm done with this earthly mission, fulfilling my destiny, fulfilling all that God has sent me to come and do in this world, all that I have to do, all right, on this earthly mission, then when I get old and I'm done with everything I have to do, when death calls, the person dies and returns back to his or her, realm, to where you came from. I think that is the best thing to do. these spirits will not get jealous. One, the benefit is that they will not get jealous as they are supposed to. One, they will give you time to enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, enjoy marital settlement. You will enjoy marital settlement instead of them to hold back your physical husband or your physical wife. You see a lot of people. In fact, I got a case just this morning. This guy told me that every night his spiritual wife visits him. He enjoys the sex all the time, and he doesn't even enjoy it with his wife physically, but he enjoys it with the spiritual wife. And every time this happens, that he is always happy in the dream, in the spiritual world. He is always very happy, but in the physical, he is not a happy man. You see, another person has told me his story too. He said that he enjoys this. And whenever this spiritual spouse doesn't even visit, he gets, he doesn't get himself. He gets very angry. This is not manipulation. This is nature. This is nature. They told me that this happens every night, every day, and every night. I told you that there is no living human that does not have spiritual spouse. But the most jealous and most active spiritual spouse are the ones from the water element. They are very jealous. They are very active. It is very rare for you to find out that someone is water element without having a very active spiritual spouse. In fact, theirs is a very strong case because they are very jealous. They can decide to put problem for you in your marriage. Simply because you are sleeping with your husband, sleeping with your wife, having peace of mind in your marriage, they will just surface. They will just resurface immediately to come and put problems for you in your marriage. Spiritual spouse can bring down your business. I'm not even talking about your destiny helping spirits this time around. I am talking about spiritual spouse. Do not eschew this. Do not take it, that is not something that is happening. These things are happening. Spiritual spouse is real. And spiritual spouse is deadly when it comes to the ones that are very, very jealous. So, taking us back to the urine therapy, if you want a spiritual spouse to stop coming to you, all right, start your urine therapy. Start urine therapy early in the morning, all right? You can do what? Urinate from 4 a.m. Any other one you've urinated before 4 a.m. is not what I am talking about. I am talking about the ones you have urinated before 4 a.m. When you urinate, you divide the urine into two, okay? Use one for your bath. It must not be, you are not using sponge, you are not using soap, only to pour the urine all over your body. All right, charging it with your spoken words. Then you do what? The remaining one, you can get your sea salt. If you have sea salt or your native salt, you take it and put it inside the remaining urine. All right, and drink it. Now, the drinking of urine cannot exceed 7 days, but you can continue with the bathing of urine. All right, great. Now I've gotten, messages, I've gotten calls about how this thing works for a lot of people. Many people are saying that when they started receiving favor. Things started moving on well for them. Some people would tell me that, Since I started, many people are running away from me. In fact, my close friends are no longer in good terms with me. I say, yes, that is the work of this urine therapy. Early morning urine therapy. All right? This is it. Because it will. I was thinking this call today will be better. And now it has started again. I don't know. All right? So, you do what? You make sure that you put sea salt inside it and drink it. Use it to have your bath, just to pour it all over your body. By 6 a.m. or anytime you know that you are about to go to work or go to your business for your business or other stuff, you do what? You have your normal bath. Many people were telling me that, wow, that people are staying there. Sometimes they will go to a place, they'll be getting fever. Other ones, they will go to another place and people are staring at them and be looking at them somehow. Sometimes, some people that have not even remembered them over the years, they started calling them on phone. That is the work of early morning urine therapy. Now, guys, I am not telling you this because of only testimony. No, it's happening right now. It's happening right now. This is very effective. This is very effective. If you don't want to be seeing your spiritual spouse, if you don't want to be seeing your spiritual spouse, start this urine therapy. All right? Start this urine therapy. You will understand that these spirits will be far away from you. Even if it is not your spiritual spouse, all right? Yes, if it's an unwanted spirit that maybe spirits that has come to hurt you and all that, do this cleansing, this urine cleansing. You will notice that you will see changes in your life. Okay? Now, coming to reincarnates. You have to believe what is right, because most of the things you see, some of the things you see in your dream is the life that your reincarnate lived in his or her previous life. Yes, some of you, when you go to bed, you see some things, all right? These are the things that your reincarnate did in his or her previous life. Some people in their previous lives, they were very mean. All right. I've seen someone who in his previous life, he wasn't that good. All right. He wasn't that good, but he keeps to an agreement. Like when when he gives you a loan and he takes your land as collateral, if you do not return that loan to him, all right, he will take your land, not exceeding that very date. Even if you come as in the next day with the money, he's not going to release that land. So he was very mean and he made lots and lots of money. So he made an oath that on his coming again, all right, because of the way he did a lot of things and all that, on his coming again, he's just going to be a giver. All right. And when this person reincarnated again, he became very wealthy. That wealth he had in his previous life is still following him. And let me tell you something. Reincarnation works within the same cycle. That's your cycle of family cycle is where you have to reincarnate. You cannot go and reincarnate into another country. You in the same blood group. You reincarnate with only one blood group. Your blood group never changes. You reincarnate with only your blood group, and your blood group never changes. It never leaves the cycle. The cycle continues. If you are reincarnating, it's possible even if you did not reincarnate from your mother's side, you can reincarnate from your father's side. All right? But it works still within the same cycle. All right? You will come again if you are given the opportunity to come again. Because this is why it is good when you are praying. You say that when you are coming again, you know, you want to be more than the stage you are in spiritual life. The stage you are now on earth. You want to be much more than that when you are reincarnating again. Some of the people that died that were very wicked to humanity, some of them were demoted and turned to trees. All these trees you see, bush stuffs like that, grasses and all this, you see them, they have been demoted. Their spiritual level have been brought down. If you want to tell me that these things are not real, I want to ask you something. How then do spirits rule the world? Because spirits rule the world. When you talk about your ancestors, I mean the saints, because your ancestors, those ones that are dead, are these saints we are talking about. All right? When you talk about them, there is nothing wrong with acknowledging them. Acknowledging them is very good because it will help you. I don't know. It will help you. Okay, let me tell you something. If you have children and their children are crying because you left, and maybe 3 houses or maybe your neighbor's children are crying, when you want to when you rush in immediately, you meet your children crying or you meet your neighbor's children crying, naturally you will be moved to attend to your kids, to give them food to eat first before you look at any other person. The next thing is now for you to go and take care of your neighbors. This is exactly how it is in spirituality. How are you, Robert? This is how it is in spirituality. You don't just do things because you want to do them. You look at the spiritual matters concerning that very thing. Some of these your ancestors took oath on your behalf that on your coming again, like that is during the time that you were living, you were existing, that on coming again, that this is what you are going to do and this is what is going to happen. Now, if you have a case of a reincarnate, I want to tell you this for you to go and do it by yourself. I know I have thought about this, but I also want to say it again because everything is not all about you spending money. There are some things you can do on your own. Yes, if you are in good terms with your spirit guides, these things will not be difficult for you to do. In fact, you will be getting inspirations. You will be getting messages. You will be revealed. Things will be revealed to you. If your parents are no more and they cannot tell you the story, because everyone has a story behind their birth. Everyone has a story surrounding their birth. Everyone has a story from their parents. They can tell you if this is the person you reincarnated. Because these parents these are parents, it might not be your parents directly, but maybe your grandparents. They were very, very wise. Very wise. When a child is born, they go ahead and ask questions regarding this child. This is going to, coin up your path in life. This is going to, I don't know the word to use. It's just like building making foundation first before you start building. You without proper foundation, there is every tendency that the house will collapse at any point in time. This is what they do for their children. These ancestors never meant, they did everything they did for you and I. This is the truth. If you understand what spirituality is, If your ancestors are angry with you, things will not be moving on well for you, both in you and in your family. You will be having setbacks. All they did was to do what? Make their family to move forward. Now, let me burst your bubbles. Whenever you invite someone to come and destroy the stuff in your father's place, to come and destroy it, listen to them properly. Do you know what they say? It's really funny, but that's the truth. Do you know what they say? They go ahead and say, oh, they have invited me. I'm not the one that told them to invite me. Please, all the spirits in this compound, all the good spirits in this compound, the spirits of the ancestors and all that, look at, oh, this is not my fault. They called me to come and do this. So please, do not hold any grudge against me. They will tell these deities and other stuff that this is it. They called me to come and destroy. Based on their own instruction, they said that they are no longer interested in it. After they say this, they will go back home, get an egg, and remove every negativity that this would cost them or cost their generations, thereby leaving you in the dark. When they leave you in the dark, you will be the one to be suffering the effect of what you have done. Because these ancestors will become very angry. That look at the people we fought for. They have rejected us. They are not happy with us. We cannot beg on their behalf for things to move on forward for them to be successful. Remember that the person that you took to your father's place to go and do this work has done what? Left, and has removed himself, his family, and his generations from the negative effects that this would have brought upon their own generation or them directly. This is exactly what happens. You and your family will be having problems from east, west, north, and south. Why can't they tell you what to do instead of misleading you? Why can't they tell you what to do instead of misleading you? I have a lot of information to release in this video today, in this live session today. I have a lot of information to release, but please, if you have ears, take this information very, very seriously. You will benefit from it. Now, after you have done what you did, nothing is still moving in your family. Everybody is still stagnated. Nobody is still moving forward. Nothing is still happening. So, tell me, how many times have you called that spiritualist or that person that you took to your village to do these things for you? How many times have you called them to tell them, why is it that what you did, nothing is still moving? We haven't even seen any effect, any positive effect of it. What's going on? You know? Have you asked them that question? If you do, they will tell you that they have done all they have to do for you. You have brought upon problem upon problem upon problem upon you, because your problem does not have any connection with where you are going to. Your problem does not have any connection. I have told you that times without numbers. Leave the matter of ancestors between God and the ancestors. Leave their matter. God will be the one to judge. God will be the one to have the final say. Some people will tell you that their own ancestors are very, they are saints. They will tell you their own ancestors are saints. How can somebody tell you that their own ancestors are saints and your own ancestors are the bad ones? That means that all the generations, that means that in the whole of your generation, in the whole of your kindred, in the whole of your community, in the whole of the country, nobody from it, none of your ancestors were good, yet they are ancestors. Don't you know that your ancestors are what? They are really they did what they did because they thought it was right, and I don't need to question them. I don't need to question them. Yes, because all I want from them is to enjoy what God has said that we should enjoy from them. Obey your parents, obey your mother and your father, and your days will be long. Your days will be long. If God knew that your ancestors were never perfect, but he still said, obey your parents, obey your mother and your father, and your days will be long. Learn to communicate with your ancestors with kola nut. I am a living witness to the effects, as in the positive effects of this very thing that I'm telling you. I cannot insult my parents and I expect them to bless me. I cannot be a bad child to my parents, to my mother and my father, and I expect them to bless me. Their blessings comes naturally when you do the things you have to do. They are saints as far as I'm concerned because they are dead. They are no longer living. They will reveal things to you about your family. They will let you know that problem that you are looking for the solution. They will let you know. Because you people have destroyed the things they kept for the family to move forward, because there are some times that they keep these things, they like there is something they can keep for somebody that comes, maybe a foreigner. If a foreigner comes with a charm, that charm will never get to the children, to the people in that family. When you destroy that thing they have kept to protect the family, it becomes a problem. Now, when somebody brings charm and make sure that everybody in that family is not moving forward, it will affect you. That is your problem. That is the problem you people are having in your family, not the other way around. Not the other way around. Do you understand? Learn these things and be free from the captivity of the wicked ones. Because people that are very wicked, evil-hearted, they will advise you. You understand? They will advise you to be doing the wrong things instead of you to be doing the right things. Okay, I have a very important topic to teach today. Just maybe you are not aware. There are some people that go to foreign places that are not even within there to go and bring in deities. They go and bring in deities from different places. These deities they bring will request for things from them to renew the deities. They will tell you that it's the blood of a dog. Therefore, they'll be begging you to come and do okite. Come and do okite. Okite, you are not Igbo. Okite is the power of wealth. The power of wealth, lots and lots of young men are doing it now. In fact, I will be like this. Somebody will chat me up. That should I do that? I say, me and you, it's never possible. God forbid. I will not be a party to that. And I will not be a party to that kind of thing. You know, you don't know that you are reducing your lifespan. If you are meant to live 100 years, you are going to live below 40 years. If you are above 40 years and you are doing this, you are going to live below 60 years. You are reducing your lifespan and you are causing pain to your lineage. You are causing problem to your lineage. You understand? You are causing problem to your lineage, but you don't know. Now, let me tell you what happens. They are begging you to come and do Okite. That Okite will give you. People should be allowing me to be doing live video now. Whenever I want to start my live video, I must be receiving, calls and all that. It's distracting me. So, this Okite that they are doing, it will give you the wealth you want. Somebody, there is no difference between Okite and money ritual, blood money ritual. I said it. Desist from such thing. Desist from such thing. They will tell you that you are going to be sacrificing only dogs. Says who? Says who? Any spirit that requests for dog today will request for human tomorrow. How are you, Marianne? Thank you. Thank you. I love you all, okay? Yeah. Desist from such thing. Now, let me tell you. They only want to use you to be renewing the sacrifices they are supposed to be offering to these deities that they brought, foreign deities. They don't know how this deities, what this deities, because these people they don't have a call. They don't have any spiritual calling. They are taking this thing by fire, by force. They are taking it by fire, by thunder. And when you talk, they will tell you that the kingdom of God suffereth violence, and only the violent take it by force. This is not the kind of, you shouldn't even refer to this at all. You shouldn't. Be careful of who you visit. They will tell you that, don't worry, nothing is not going to, tomorrow it's not. Lie. Is it not a spirit? Is it not a spirit? You are not even talking about, you are not talking to your fellow human being that you can go and meet tomorrow and say, okay, why is it that the agreement we had is no longer, you are no longer working with the agreement you had? You are breaching the contract. We are having a breach of contract. Remember, this is not a human being. This is a spirit. And whatever that the spirit wants to do is what the spirit will do. The spirit can decide to start taking one person, one head every time. If you decide you don't want to, that the person that did the Okite for you told you that, don't worry, you're going to be sacrificing dog from just, and only dog and all that, and you agreed. I have like how many cases now on my table? Let me even tell you, people. One of them told me that he has properties here and there because of this Okite. He's doing very well and he's been giving the dog every month. The way that is the agreement they had. You understand? That he's been giving the dog every month. But that is it that, please, that the problem now is that he is not understanding what is happening. And is it that tomorrow they will start requesting for human being? Is it that tomorrow they will start requesting for human head? I told him that he should go back to the person that did it. I don't have anything to tell you. I do not have anything to tell you. I don't involve myself in such thing. Because you will not say that you've not been listening to my YouTube video. I've been dropping videos about these things. Why I make these videos is not because I can decide to keep quiet, because there are many people that knows the truth and they don't keep quiet and they don't talk about it. Sorry. They just keep quiet. But they will tell their children the truth. The truth is that they will let their children know the truth. They will let their children know the implications of these things. Why, if see, the person that is telling you that you should do that and make money, why is he still poor? Have you asked him? You will still go and visit the person and you see the person is living in one haggard old building. Some of them don't even have they don't even have money. And the person will tell you to come and do something that don't you know that the person knows the implication of what you are going to do? He knows the implication of what you want to do. He will advise his children not to ever involve themselves in it. And he will be using you. It is you and that's the sacrifice you're bringing. The sacrifice you're bringing that he's using to renew that deity. Kai, people don't know. People don't know. It is you that he will be using to be renewing it, so that Odilugina Abalisi with his family and him will be safe. He will be using you to be taking care, to be renewing. You will be the one to be supplying blood every month, every 3 months, every 6 months, every year. Every year. Be wise. Anybody that is telling you you want to involve yourself just because you want to have sharp money. You want to have sharp money. That is why they say you should sacrifice a dog and you went ahead to sacrifice. Oh, are you kidding me? Like, seriously? What about their children? Ask about their children. You will see that they are feeding from hand to mouth. Don't they know that that thing can give their children money? And they don't even involve themselves in it because they know the implication and they will never tell you the truth. And the truth is that anybody that knows these things and keeps quiet and keeps misleading people, the person will answer. The person has someone he's going to answer to. Yes, because we are not higher than God. There is still God. There is still God. They will answer to it. Because I believe in telling you the implication of things. If you want to go into it, you go ahead and do it. But if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But had it been they told you people, this is what is involved in it, it will be a different case altogether. You know how many people that are disturbing me that what do I do? What do I do and all that? I say, I cannot help you. I cannot help you. I cannot involve myself in things like that. I don't want it. I love my children so much. I love my family. I want to live, I want to stay alive and take care of my children. I don't want to involve myself in anything that will shorten my life. How much is it? What is money? What is money? The money that you will not even be buried with when you die. Is it the money you're talking about? The money that, see, let me tell you, nobody has 100% assurance over his or her life. No matter how powerful you are, no matter how strong you are. Why not endeavor to live a good life that when you die, you will know that, yes, you are dying for something good. You are dying as a good and fulfilled human being. And you'll be given the opportunity to reincarnate and complete your mission, even if you did not complete it. Or you beg God for you to complete your mission before you die. With all these things that are happening, people killings and all that, how do you expect you or the person that is doing this kind of thing to complete their mission on earth, their earthly mission? How do you feel? They use it to renew their stuff, and you are rejoicing. The other person called me and said he has properties all over the places. That he goes to anywhere he wants to go to. He can afford anything. He can afford any house or any car he wants. That the thing is really supplying him with lots and lots of money. I say, okay, continue. I cannot. Hey, sorry, I can't be of help. Like, seriously, I cannot help you, and I don't want to be. I don't. End of discussion. Yeah, I know what is in it. Now let me bust your bubble. If you are this kind of person that anywhere they say they are doing a community sacrifice every year in your community, you see a man, usually rich people, you see them, they are always sacrificing cow. They are always giving, let me not even call it sacrifice yet because you don't know. They will always kill cow and tell everybody will be eating it. Their children are not there. The man will never feed on that same cow. The cow meat, he will not eat it. And every year you will see one person from those people. Be very observant. Every year you will see one person from those people that ate that cow. One person must die. Yes, it has happened in a community. And when they discovered this thing, do you know what they did? They just told the man, the last one he did before he died, after cooking it, after killing it and all that, all of them were waiting. When it was time for them to eat it, they said, okay, go and bring your children. We want to eat the cow together. The man said his children traveled. My children are not around. Some of them, these ones, they are in abroad. The other one, they are in and all that. They say, okay, no problem, Oga, eat your meat alone. Or you come and join us. Let us eat the meat. The man is busy taking people's destiny, collecting their destiny one after the other. You see in a community, none of them, or in a particular family, none of them is moving forward. Be careful of who you go and visit and say, I'm taking meat, I'm eating this one, I'm eating the other one from. Be very careful of who you also collect money from. This is a chain. This is a chain. I know what I'm talking about. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Now you have not gone to do any evil thing. Someone else will now come and use it to do evil. As you are advising yourself, you also advise your children. My kids in school, whenever they do birthday, they don't collect anything. You know what? Whatever they collect, my children in school, they cannot eat anything. Like maybe they have done birthday party and all that. Because some of these children, they have spiritual problem. And they told them to do sacrifices. They share stuffs to them in school. I've had a case of a child like that. This child is having a spiritual problem, and after everything they say, okay, go and do sacrifice, go and do community sacrifice, share sweets, share this one to children in school and all that, share Fanta and all that. After they shared all those things, that was when one of the children in that place started misbehaving. The first thing he went to do is to go and carry his mother's and father's certificate. He tore them, all of them, and tore them into pieces and put them inside water. He will go to their car and be looking for what to remove. That evil spirit is because that person is a bad ogbanje and they did not do this thing the proper way. Why are you telling somebody to go? Somebody is a bad ogbanje and you want to come and give people gifts instead of you to go to the water and settle the spiritual, their people, their mates there. Give them those Fanta, let them drink it and return it back, take it from them. Why are you giving it to someone else? Why are you giving it to innocent children? And people do not know. They will do cake. If you are into spirituality and you know what you have to do to neutralize these stuff even before the children eat it, then go ahead. But make sure that you tell your children, bring it back home. You understand? Bring it back home for neutralization. And people are destroyed for lack of. A lot of children have died through this means. Yes. Things are happening. People should be very careful. Don't involve yourself in something because it's just like a dream. It's just like a dream. Tomorrow you will just wake up and say, I wish I knew. Had I known, always comes out at last. It really doesn't make sense. When you should have been guided, when you should have gotten the knowledge you're supposed to grab so that you will be able to move forward and do the things you have to do. You did not grab this knowledge. You left the knowledge you're supposed to grab and you're looking out and you are doing another thing. You want to get married. And then I want to address something. I don't know this video. I don't even know what to target. I'm just trying to touch, the areas I have to touch. I have to touch these areas. I have to save my people. I'm called to do this. I'm on a mission to do this. I have to open all the hidden things, except is the one I'm not aware of. And then the people that has gone, if you know that you buried your hair, better go and buy native egg now. You buried your hair, all these things your people are learning. You're burying your hair while you are living. Hey God, Jehovah Nisi. You are alive and you're burying your hair. Somebody even told me she buried her hair with her in her mother's grave. I don't even know what to tell this person. Is it ignorance or who advised you? How has your life been all this while? You are putting yourself in bondage. You are caging yourself. Hmm? You are caging yourself. Go and get native egg as soon as possible. In fact, get it tonight. Remove all the, do cleansing, do native egg cleansing. Go and keep and break the egg. Drop it with 4, you can look for 10 naira, 50 naira for, go and drop it with it. If you know where you buried that egg, go there. Take another egg, go there, break it there before you dig it out. It's wrong to bury your hair. I don't know who gave you people this information. No, I don't know. It is well, And then I have cases, ladies, I want to address something. I don't understand. You're going out with a man, you're dating a man, and this man, you guys, things were, of course, very fantastic, and all that. Along the line, this man is no longer interested. I beg, leave the man alone. The man left you. The man left you to go and get another person. I don't care. But I believe that whoever that loves you shouldn't even give another lady a chance whatsoever. Instead of you to go and look for, check your spiritual life. Run a spiritual consultation to ascertain what is wrong with you. Because something is definitely wrong with you. That is why this negative energy is coming around you. Something is wrong with you. Go and look for the solution to your problem. Use the energy you are channeling into that man, because that man is not worth it. Do you know why I told you? You can actually spend your money to release, to bring him out of that bondage from the charm that the other lady has made or has done. Except this man, of course, is your husband. Don't get me wrong. Except this man has paid your dowry. But if this man has not paid your dowry and this man left you to go and get another woman pregnant, or maybe to go and, or maybe to marry another woman, or maybe to do anything about another, and you, at a point, you try to find out if this woman is using charm to hold the man, and you find out that the man is, acting on the influence of charm, let the man go. Let the man go. Except, of course, you want to look further to know if you have a connection with this man in spiritual realm. If you are what? If you have a connection with this man in spiritual realm, if you people are compatible spiritually, because there are people that are not compatible spiritually, and it attracts negative energy. Yes, it attracts negative energy. Why did I say this? If you're going out with a man and this man decides to leave you for another person, probably got another person pregnant or anything, why do you want to stress? If you finish your money today trying to bring him out of that bondage, he will still look for another woman tomorrow. Yes, he will look for another woman tomorrow. Tackle the problem from the root. There is something that is going on with you that made the man to look elsewhere to get another woman. Something is attracting that negative energy for you. Oh yes, something is attracting that very negative energy for you, and that is what you should look into instead of looking for solution to the problem that the man is having. You understand? Be spiritually at alert. If somebody is telling you something, connect it with what is happening in your life and know if it is true, if what the person is telling you is true. Many people do not. Many people, you should be using your brain when someone is telling you something. You connect it with what is happening in your life. If somebody now come and tell you that, if you know that maybe you are very successful, and someone is telling you that this is why you are very poor, this is why you are not doing well, this is that, you should already know that this person is lying to you now. Abi? Yes. Okay. We are talking about the reincarnates. Many people are going through hell because of reincarnates. Onyo one mad. Many people will come and ask me, is your onyowa and your chiwa the same thing? No. Your onyowa is not the same thing with your chiwa. You understand? It's not the same. They are all different. Your guardian angel and your reincarnate are different ones altogether. Hmm? Yes. Learn to be alerted. Be at alert, rather. Okay? And make sure that if you notice negative energies around you, get native egg, use it to do cleansing. Go and break it. There are ones you have to drop it there without breaking. There are ones you have to break. I think I've taught you guys in my videos. You can refer to it. All right? Let nobody deceive you. Hmm? People should stop deceiving you. They're telling you stories. Hmm? They are telling you stories. Spiritual cleansing, spiritual settlement. I don't know why people feel that they just, they just came into this life and they are existing. They did not come from anywhere. I mean, did you fall from the sky? Even if you fell from the sky, someone is the owner of the sky. And there are spirits that are responsible, that have been assigned to take care of the sky. That is it. That is how it is. I've told you that in spirituality, when you are into spirituality, leave religion aside. Leave religion aside. That will not that you are a spirit, that you are into spiritual stuff does not stop you from going to church. Because there is no difference between what we are practicing in the Bible and what we are doing in spirituality. Yes, there is no difference. People that have committed abortion, blood, you slept with your fellow, your relative, that's one again. Mother Earth will be frowning at you. Mother Earth will be frowning at you. God in heaven will be frowning at you. But I have to tell you something. It is spirituality. It is not physicality. Go to your village. Yes. Visit your village. Meet the elders in your village. They will help you. I know it's kind of, a shame, but voice it out to them. I'm talking about people that don't, if you know, like you don't have money to go through what you have, because all these things involves money. Yes, that's the truth. We use money to buy materials. It's money. If you don't have money, go to your elders in your village. Go to your elders and explain things to them, because you have sinned against the land, the earth, the soil in your father's land. You have sinned against Mother Earth. Mother Earth is everywhere. Mother Earth, this land we are stepping on. Hi, Dana. How are you? Yeah, you know, go and make your confession. I know some people will be like, oh, if I make confessions, it's going to be all over the village. People are going to be, make your confession still. But it depends on the magnanimity of the abomination you have committed. There are some abominations that we can take care of it from here and also send the stuff. So the soap, abomination soap, to wash off the negative effects of that particular act. But there are ones that there are some things that have to be performed for it. But you can actually visit your elders, talk to them, They are going to buy kola nuts. The first kola nut, nobody will eat it after they use it to remove negative energy and speak on your behalf while you are kneeling down. The second one, nobody will eat the first one. The second one is what they will break and everybody will eat. If you do this, you buy some stuffs, go to the motherless baby, the orphanage, give them stuffs. I think I've made a video on that. The things you have to list. I listed out the things you need to buy and give to them. Why are you doing all these things? You want your road to open. You want your way to open. You want to come out of that situation. You want to come out of that poverty. Many people are going through hell today because of what they have committed, because of what they have done. That is why they are going through hell today. Nobody is God. Nobody is judging you, but there is karma. Karma is real. Karma is real. Alternatively, break coconuts. Break coconuts until something starts happening. But the truth is that if your elders has forgiven you, then you are forgiven. There is a spiritual connection to these things. You might not be aware of it. Some of you have raped somebody. Some of you have raped another woman's child. This is an abomination. This is an abomination. Some of you have raped somebody. Some of you have slept with their own children. Because I don't know what I see on social media these days. I don't know. Some fathers have slept with their children, their daughters, their sons, and all that. Hey, chukwu napukwa, chukwu refojo. That is bad. That is an abomination. That is alo. Yeah? You have committed an abomination against humanity, against God. You are a married man, and yet you want to be sleeping with a married woman. You are a married woman, you are sleeping with a married man. These things are not supposed to be. Nobody is perfect. Don't get me wrong. Nobody is perfect. But if you have discovered, if you have realized your mistakes and you retrace, you have a retrace. I'm not saying that nobody is perfect. Temptation can come. That is the truth. Temptation can come. Some people acted out of, ignorance. Some people acted out of, they were really drunk and the influence of alcohol, and they go ahead and do these things. But seriously, it doesn't still matter. If you have realized your mistakes and you know that, yes, because the first thing that will judge you on earth is your conscience. There are certain things you'll be doing and your conscience will tell you that, telling you that these things are not okay. We call it conscience, but actually that is your guardian angel. That is your guardian, your spirit, the spirit that dwells in you, that is actually telling you that this thing you're doing is wrong. You should not do it. You should not do it. And you went ahead to do it. Now it's affecting you, and you don't know where your problem is coming from. Only consultation can reveal these things, if that is the case. You are this kind of person that you always do evil to people. You might not directly kill people, but the way you treat them, people will be shedding tears. Some people even die out of frustration. The way you're treating them, not like you have committed any maybe you've not committed murder, but you have indirectly committed murder. That's it. Some of you will promise somebody marriage. Tomorrow you will not marry the person again. If you are here and you are sure that a woman has sworn with her period, her menstruation, she has used her menstruation to swear for you. Even the woman that has swear for you with her menstruation does not even know how to remedy this situation. I hope you have not done something to somebody to that extent. I hope. I just hope. For the spiritual spouse again, your period water, your period urine, sorry, not you can be water, because sometimes it might be your pad, you wash it and then you use it, the water, to wash your face, use it to wash your face. It removes any kind of charm. There is no charm that can survive on a woman's period. No charm can survive. No matter the see, as tough as you are, no charm can survive in it. Women's period is very powerful. You can bless your husband, you can curse your husband with it, but don't curse people. Don't go about cursing people when the people have not done anything to you. Even if they have done something to you, please, I'm begging you, don't do that, because it's irreversible. It's actually irreversible. It means you are telling a spirit, because that's your period. When you are on your period, you have become a half woman, half spirit. You are telling that spirit in it that it should, go ahead and curse this person, and never. It's just like inviting a spirit for you to go in front of a spirit and take an oath. It can only take this by the grace of God to reverse these things. It can only take by the grace of God. But if your mother is still alive and you notice this kind of thing is going on in your life, maybe a girlfriend did this to you and all that, you have to go and talk to your mother about it though. She can help you. Your mother can help. If she's still on that period stage, she can still reverse it for you. Be wise. Me, I'm almost done. No. Just allow me to finish. Do you understand? Be wise. Don't let people deceive you. They should not deceive you. They should not deceive you. For people, I want to say something. For people that want to go to the water to do their stuff by themselves, if maybe you've done settlement and you want to go and do what is called iloma, that is to go and offer some gifts and all that. Please, the first thing you have to carry, make sure you carry native egg. Make sure you go with native egg. All right, and when you are done, you can bring water. Bring water if you have visited your water of incarnation. If you visited your water of incarnation, you can bring water from it. You understand? You can use it. You can be using it to be praying. All right, you can be using it to be praying. If it's drinkable, because there are some water that are not drinkable. There are some water that are not drinkable, but there are ones that are drinkable. If it's drinkable, you can use it in the morning. You can use it. You can keep it in a bowl. Keep it in a white bowl and keep it. Don't cover it. Leave it open like that. All right. You can be using it to be praying. After praying, you can put it inside your bathing water. You understand? You can also use it you can drink it if it's drinkable. Do you understand? For you to be attracting blessings. It's water. It's water. There is power in water, even ordinary water. Rainwater self is very powerful, let alone your water of incarnation. You understand? I'm talking about people that are mariners. Someone was asking me the other day if you can have two spiritual spouses. I told the person no, that you cannot have two spiritual spouses. But you can have spiritual spouses if you have two elements. Do you understand? If you have two elements. Some people are water and fire elements. Some people are air and earth elements. Some people are water and earth elements. You understand? You can actually have two spiritual spouses. But the truth is that it's not all spiritual spouses that are active. The most active, the ones that used to be very active, and those jealous ones that used to disturb too much, is the one from water. They used to disturb a lot. There are ones too that from the earth that used to disturb more. But mostly, hello, yeah, mostly it's the ones that are from water that disturb a lot. They are very jealous. They are very, very jealous. You are still waiting for me. I'm still waiting. Ooh. I'm coming. Let me finish the live video. I will attend to everybody. Picono, please, oh, my subscribers. So I want to beg you people. I think I sent a message to you guys on community. Please, so it's not in my nature. It's just because of the too much, the workload is much. People have not replied their messages. People have not. I'm coming, please. People have not replied. Have not replied to their messages. People have not returned their calls. Even the people I'm supposed to. I ran out of my this thing. I ran out of my product. This thing I use in making fortifying my beads. So please, all the people that paid last week, if you know you paid money last week, please exercise little patience. It doesn't really take this time. It's just because I ran out of it, but they supplied it yesterday. All right, so it's not a problem. I'm going to deliver all of you this week. I'm going to deliver it, please. Yes. All right, and remember to send me all your names for fortification if you have not, because I know that many people have sent theirs, but if you've not, please send it to me. All right. And people that needs products, no problem, I will send it to you, please. My number still remains +2347035017671. Please beware of scammers. All right, scammers are everywhere. Please beware of scammers. All right, great. All right, so this is it. Let's trade with caution. Let's be careful what we do and how we do it, how we go about things in life. All right, I told you guys yesterday, keep your secrets to yourself until you achieve your aim, until you grab what you want to grab. Keep it to yourself. Don't go about telling people, because you don't know the spirit that dwells in somebody. All right, yes. Okay, guys, I think I'm coming to the end of this live session. All right, thank you very much for listening, for watching, for all your support. I love you all, and I still remain your one and only Alma. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, and do have a lovely day. Bye.